This is delayed. Let me see something. There we go. I'm going all the way back and I'll move up. Greetings, if there's anybody here. Let's see. Let me wait a bit just to give folks some time, possibly to get here. I want to talk about the weekend choices. Greetings. Welcome. Greetings. Thank you for stopping by. Here on TikTok, TikTok Live at The Real Bloom from Within Love. I go by Bloomy. Original air date Thursday, May 12th, 2022. When this is originally airing. Hope y'all doing well wherever y'all on the globe. This is something fun and lightweight, you guys, for a change. Don't worry, I got some topics and some readings coming, you guys, later tonight because I'm making my plans for the weekend. So I thought I would share the lighter side first, okay? I have gotten some downloaded messages about Spellwork, so I'm guided to do a reading as well as a teaching on spell work, okay? And, you know, what I've come to know about all of that and what my guidance has been and what I would recommend for those of you, who are on this path and you're starting to wonder about it, okay? Because there's a lot of info out there and people are in different places. And so I will be addressing it, especially for those that resonate with who I am and what I do. And so if it's for you, come back a little bit later. It's going to be tonight. I will be doing a reading for those of you, their karma, those who have practiced spell work on you, their karma, those who have done, fuck shit to you, whether they stole things, they did rituals, they word cursed you. We're going to get into an actual reading for the karma that they're going through currently, whether they're revealing it or not. As well as what is to come until their very end. Okay? Yep, it's going to be a heavy one until their very end, meaning their death. Okay? Because I'm really addressing those who believe in practicing that sort of stuff, violating spiritual law. So those of you who have your divine being and you know that people have been doing that sort of thing on you, we'll be getting into that a little later. Prior to the reading, I'm guided to do like a little mini 10-minute, 5-10-minute, I guess they're calling it teaching about spell work. Okay. What it is, the guidance and what's recommended for novices, people who are new to the journey and still may be healing. And, it's very tempting to get caught up and some people are touching things that they don't have enough wisdom and knowledge about. And not understanding the universal laws and the ramifications that will step in, especially when dealing with divine beings. It's a game changer. And a lot of people don't know that because they have gotten used to just doing shit, okay? Doing it and it works. And then, hey, whoever said, hey, well, hello, welcome. I know you guys are seeing my weekend choices, okay? So I wanted to do something light first. Oh, Bloomy Bloom always got the heavies for y'all. I got the deep readings, the teachings. Oh, Bloomy Bloom, her ancestors go on tangents and be energetically doing kung fu and jujitsu, right? So I wanted to come in on, okay, but see, there's another side of me too. I'm not always, in certain veins, and people just wouldn't know that because you have to be up close and personal to somebody's life in order to see the full range or the multifaceted nature of who they are. Now, listen, the reason why I'm showing you guys this, remember y'all, I said, Bloom Bloom said she started from scratch, right? She uprooted her life. She only took the bare essentials and shit, and I did. So what you're looking at, with the exception of 2 items here, there's only 2 items of what you're looking at that are my originals that I came with. Only 2. Everything else I got through attraction. Each item that you're looking at, outside of the 2 that I came with, was 10 cents. Oh, talk about divine and my spirit guides honoring me from taking a risk, following my guidance system, Leaps of faith in the right direction, not leaps of faith on some fuck shit, but leaps of faith in divinity, following that guidance like fuck all this and Sodom. Nah, I'm good. I will co-create, and I don't gotta cast a spell for it. Okay? I don't have to bend spiritual law for it. I know how to heal and how to align and co-create without violating other people, okay? Or manipulating people's minds. That's still a violation, by the way. And there's going to be severe penalty for that. Now, I'm trying to determine for the weekend, what should I do? So on the lighter note, I thought I would play with those of you who are, truly divinely guided here and ain't on no crazy weird shit and you ain't a karmic. So in other words, you actually like Bloom from Within Love. You're not a flying monkey. You actually like Bloom from Within Love. So for this weekend, so I'm talking about tomorrow, Saturday, and Sunday. Okay. So because I have some plans and I'm trying to determine what's what. Now in the middle, you guys see two pairs of pants, right? Because it's like two options with that. And I don't know if this like burgundy red in this middle here, if that's too much. Okay, so I just wanted to see how y'all felt, because it's a lot of burgundy. It's a lot of, and these are like the faux leather, the faux leather pants right there. It's very pretty, very elegant, right? Very soft. I mean, you guys can't feel it, you know what I'm saying? But very pretty. And then I'm not going to do too high of a shoes because I may be doing a lot of walking. So I had to be creative in the shoe game department. Okay. So I'm going to come this way. Maybe you guys could see it. In the shoe game, we got wedges. Well, this one's got a strap around the ankle and that one's got a strap around the top of the foot, right? So what would you guys recommend? Okay, do you guys think I should switch up some of the bottoms with other tops here? Or you guys feel like, the way I have it set up is just fine? Or should I do some more switching, right? For this weekend. It's going to be kind of semi. Some of you guys may say, okay, so what is it that you're going to? Well, I mean, it's nothing super fancy, but I do want to look like I'm presentable and comfortable at the same time. So that's why I chose like the faux leather pants, which is stretchy and comfortable, right? And then I chose the like the jeans and stuff. So I'm trying to look good, but still have an element of comfortability. And this is why I chose certain shoes as well. Okay. Because I'm like, if I'm going to be walking around and I'm meeting people, dealing with people, but I do want to be comfortable, right? I want to be comfortable, but I still want to look like I'm looking good. Okay. So should I switch anything, guys? Should the light blue pants go with this shirt instead? Like if it was y'all, what would you do? Should I even put a jean over here to take away some of the black? So maybe put the light blue jean over here. Maybe, right? And then the dark blue jean there, but then I got all of this extra maroon. It's a lot of red. It's a lot, y'all. And even with the shoe, down to the shoe. So I don't know, but I'm just trying to have some fun and play closet with y'all. Remember when we were little, we used to play closet, and you got to be pretty old school because you younger ones, y'all may not do this stuff, but my generation and older, when we were young, we used to play closet if our parents let us or our grandparents let us. So we used to like to play dress up in closet and put on the heels and put on shit, you know what I'm saying? Well, and so, yeah. So this is me just sharing a little element of what I'm preparing for this weekend. And I just thought I would get some of y'all's advice and guidance on, should I switch up these bottoms, with the different tops? Should I switch up shoes? Should I get a different shoe? Those of you who are fashionistas, right? and thought I would just play and have a little bit of fun preparing for the weekend. I think I got to check the moon cycles, guys, and if I check it by the time I come back tonight to do y'all's readings, um, I'll bring that in an element if there's some type of a moon shift in terms of like if it's a new moon coming, or I think it's a new moon. If it's a new or a full one coming, I'll tap into that and I'll bring that into your reading in terms of these people's karmic ramification, their judgment that they're receiving and will receive for doing magic, okay, or stealing, violating you and your kid, your life, your business, your platforms. We're going to talk about that. We're going to get a reading on these people's karma and their end, because I'm curious. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to go ahead and bring it on in, whether this is something that they try to hide. Actually, I'm setting some intentions with that as well, but I won't go there right now. But we gonna get into it. And before we get into it, we'll talk about the spell work and what I really recommend. So I just want to say, just to give a little prelude to what I'm gonna be saying on that, is if you are new to awakening, you're going through a spiritual awakening, you're new to the world of energy and esoteric practices and metaphysics, and you're new to, that arena, right? And we're flooded nowadays in technology. We are flooded on all social media platforms with all sorts of individuals that believe in doing all sorts of weird shit because they're in that COVID, lower vibratory, fear, ego-based energy template and using their spiritualities in that way. So I will be sharing how it's recommended for your own safety and for those that whatever you take pride in or those that you care for, I'll put it this way. Whoever you care for or what you take pride in, what matters to you, okay, it's recommended that don't get tempted to go onto these platforms, or you saw somebody on, whether it's YouTube, whether it's here on TikTok, whether it is an ad. People do desperate things. When people get in desperation, they start resorting to desperate things. And some stuff have some severe ramifications, I promise you guys, that the spellcasters themselves don't see coming because they're going to get it too. It's not just the people who hire, it's those who do it. Okay? So that's why it's recommended. Look, it's tempting when you're hurting. It's tempting when you're upset. It's tempting. But if you're still earlier in the game, your ego may still be running you primarily. Okay, the ego's not bad, but if allowed to rule us and left to its own devices, it's destructive. The ego is designed to help us to survive. It's like a teenager. Okay, that's the program. So that's why it's recommended that, hey, if you're earlier in the game, your ego is still running most of your whole get down, your perception, your emotions, your feelings, your choices and what you do. So be gracious on yourself. Okay, this is not about judging yourself. Just be gracious, but it's recommended, hey, don't do things that's going to cost you or your loved ones in your life something that you can't erase, okay? That you can't undo. That no prayer or sage bundle or special abracadabra, hocus pocus, ain't nothing they can do, okay? There's spiritual laws that are at play that sometimes people aren't fully aware of. Okay, it has a lot to do with what you came here for. It has a lot to do with karmic debts that have been cleared already. It has a lot to do with if somebody is a divine being. And so if you're messing with divine beings, people who carnated that way, then now there's a different set of universal laws that's going to start, that's going to start coming into play that may not come into play when people are casting these spells on other karmic individuals or even divine beings that have not surrendered. When divine beings aren't surrendered and healing and they're blind, then they're almost equally vulnerable. But if a divine being is awakened, and they know they have power and their ancestors do, and there's a level of severity that is executed in these situations. People don't see that coming. Okay. So this is why it's recommended, just leave it alone, man. I don't recommend it at all. I feel like if you are truly a divine being, you learn how to work with the laws of the universe, and you learn how to heal and co-create and ascend. And if you're using spelling, you're doing it to reform your own mind. You're doing it to hack your own mind so that you can attract the things that are suitable for you. You're not violating people. If somebody don't want your ass, they don't want you. If people are going about doing spells to get your ex back, something's wrong with that. I'm letting you know now. Let you know now. Something wrong with that. Why? Because it's an attempt to manipulate someone else's mind, someone else's will. And if it's a divine being, somebody's going to get hurt. I'm telling you that now. It's going to be some karmic ramification whoop ass that makes some circles around the block. Okay? But even if we were to take that out, guys, to me, we need to wake the fuck up. People really need to wake the fuck up. Like, if you gotta contact Dr. So-and-so or so-called witch doctor this and whoever that and so-and-so to get some voodoo dolls and some fucking, be careful. But to me, it's bigger than that. It's more about the question of, why are you doing it? Going there. See, this is when you know you as an evolved being, okay? This is when you know. Because it's like you start to question yourself. Question why? Are you really that desperate? Do you really think that's your only shot in this lifetime? Damn. You really think that's all you can do? That's all you got? That's all you got? That's all you can, you know, you can't get shit unless you doing some hocus pocus on somebody's mind and shit. That's really you, though. Hey, look, we got to get real. Because when you know who you are, and it ain't about perfection, you know who you are, though. You know who you are. You're healing. You're in alignment. You're surrendered. You're kind. You're loving. You're not violating people. You know what I'm saying? You're doing the best that you can on your journey, your get down. You ain't trying to fuck with nobody else's shit because you know that shit's going to make a whole circle around to come get your ass in a little bit. If you know that's you, you ain't got to do that shit. You don't feel the need. That's that COVID, fear, ego base, narc template. I must get the catacomb bones and and you poking that voodoo doll and that shit, your leg gonna go to the left and shit. It's fucking with a divine. Fucking with a divine. Yep. We must heal. This is where truth is hey, we must heal. This is where truth is revealed. We must. The screen is moving, y'all, because I'm dancing. Dun, dun, dun. We won't feel so damn desperate. It's desperation that drives people to contact somebody, gives group, organization, motherfucker, so-and-so, $500 to make him want me. And then they themselves end up obsessed and shit and went to It's not serving you. And if you're new, see, this is why I'm addressing it for the newbies, because I get that there are some people that are, newly coming into this, and it's tempting. It's tempting, right? So-and-so said, I found this person and they said they could cast a spell, and they said they could take their chakras, and they said that they could do this and that, and then we can make them do business with us, and then we can make them pay us, and we can make them, and then it's like, so it's tempting for people to go and get into that, and then some end up getting addicted to it, the highs, and all that. This is why I say it's dangerous, because I know of people as I'm speaking that lost their lives, and some are about to. Behind this, what I'm talking about. It's not worth that. But now man, now woman, now revenge, now business, now no, because some stuff you ain't going to be able to back the fuck up out of. You heard me? People going to face the newest. Like it's too late. We don't have the right to play with lives. These are individuals. See, this was, to me, is a reveal of the sickness out there. The sickness. Humans are individuals. They're human beings. Okay? Not to be toyed with and played with because of someone else's fucked up head and insecurities and limited conscious awareness. Start asking yourself those questions. Shortcuts never pay off. I know people today paying because they wanted a shortcut. They're paying probably this lifetime and the next one. If they get another one, depends. They're paying because they wanted a shortcut by all means, any means necessary, even if it meant violating divinity. Even if it meant fraud, thievery, stealing. And they're paying. And will continue to till they stop breathing. It's not worth it. As we heal, I promise this. The healing. This is where you'll find the more power. The healing, the more power. The healing, the more easier you'll be able to manifest. It won't be so drudgery for you. It's the healing. It's the awakening. It's the ascending where you don't got to violate your own integrity of your own soul. You won't have to. And then you'll be able to sleep at night in peace. You'll be able to sleep not feeling haunted because you know you sold out. You'll be able to sleep at night knowing you didn't. You'll be able to sleep at night knowing that you didn't go do some blood ritual on your own fucking relative so you can get shit. You'll be able to sleep. We'll get deeper into it today, later, tonight, okay, when I come back to do this stuff for y'all. But yeah, I just got on one right now because I'm like, I can feel it. I already know. Oh, I know. So I'm like, yeah, I can feel my ancestors and all that of the collectives. Game time. It's done. It's finished. The best thing you can do for yourself, whether you are earlier on in this path where you feel like you're new and maybe you feel tempted to go try to take some shortcut, or you think you could be thinking that somebody else did that, and that may not even be true. So stop listening to bullshit and people. If you don't know the person personally up close and in depth, you don't really know. Just be kind to yourself enough. Consider yourself enough, or what matters to you. You have children? Do you have grandchildren? What do you take pride in? What do you value? Because see, that's the only thing that gets people's attention. This is why I speak that way. I'm not going to talk about anything that doesn't matter, because some people don't care about certain things. So address it as such. Whatever it is that does matter. Because those are the things that are going to get hit. I promise. That's what's going to get hit. So when feeling tempted, somebody you don't like, or, competitor in the field, or like all of these things that's really designed to stir up our own woundings that we carry so that we could go heal. It's not meant in the negative way people are running with it. It's meant so that we can just go in and go, why am I so fucking bothered by someone else's life? That's something not right with that. Why? Why do I feel the need to try to secretly one-up someone? There's something wrong with that. Why? Why do I need to call myself trying to mimic a whole nother somebody get down, a whole nother somebody, motherfucker? Something wrong with that. Why? Why do I feel the need to try to tear someone else down simply because I feel weak? I feel low. I feel less than. I feel like they're getting more than me. Something wrong with that. It's designed to go there inside and go, okay, it's because there's some trauma there. I don't care if you got 5,000 degrees. There is some trauma there. Otherwise, you wouldn't be so bothered. I don't care if you got 5 houses and 12 businesses. If you're reacting in that way, there's some trauma. Then being tempted in that, let me tell you what spelling is. See, it's not always official. Not everybody is hiring somebody. The spelling is word curses. That's why I laugh at people thinking that they really know what they're talking about and trying to speak on certain things. Because the truth of the matter is, it's very simple. Spelling is speaking, words, rituals, writing. That is spelling. So whether you want to have it officially or not, but people who spend all their waking hours word cursing and declaring shit, and then wonder why what they've declared visits them. That is spelling. If we're speaking over someone out of our own belief system or our own insecurities, like I said, because it's coming from somewhere. I'm not talking about defense. We have a right to defend. If someone was standing in your face, you're going to defend, right? You want to play the dirty dozens? We fencing a roll, okay? You fuck with me, then you're going to face me. That's how this goes. But I'm talking about people who just do it. Okay? They just do it because they don't like you. They just do it because they don't believe what you believe. They just do it because you don't want nothing to do with them. They just do it because... You see what I'm saying? That's a different frequency. Defense. Oh, I have a right to let it loose. Yes, I do. And so do you. Giving back all this shit. No, we ain't. No, don't think. Nope. Not this lifetime. That's what you want to do? But individuals who just simply, in their programming, that is spelling. And I don't care what is hid behind the. They're trying to decree death and destruction. Guess what comes back to visit motherfuckers? Especially if they're fucking with a divine. I promise. This is why I'm saying ill-advised. Just decide if you're earlier in your game. Like, look, I don't. No, thank you. Because it's tempting. Here comes your friends, your homies. You saw it on the internet. You saw it on TikTok, YouTube. You saw it on all the places. You heard the ad, motherfucker. And yeah. If anything that you're doing has an element of doing some type of a manipulation and harm to another, I advise you step away and ask yourself, okay, how can I go somewhere and heal this aspect of me some kind of way that makes me feel like I need to bend the will of this MF to want me over this one, because I must be a desperate motherfucker. I need to fix that. I need to badly. So, light team, source, God, help me. Like, whatever you resonate with, like, because help me not, because see, this is going to cost whether I know it or not. Or what causes me to want to, okay, I want to sacrifice this person's life. I want their energy and their destiny and their signature. Let's try to take their cash and let cloak me in divine feminine. And like, do you see how sick that sounds? Just listen to it. So let me kill them. Whoa. Now, how does it sound? Like we pretend, hide, from that shit. But how does that sound? Is that loving, high vibe, powerful? All this, the masks and costumes people try to wear? No. I want vengeance. Okay. All right. Okay. Then people having hissy fits when what's precious to them is hit. You don't get to choose to hit other people and what's precious to them and think that it ain't going to make its way some kind of way back to you. Again, because see, you don't know. This is what I'm saying. It's advised. We don't always know. We look at people and think they're just this simple Joe Schmo and Josephine Schmo. They ain't nobody. They just this weak somebody and plain John, plain Jane. They ain't nobody. You know what I'm saying? I'm so-and-so. And, whoop-de-whoop. And okay. And surprise, motherfuckers. They didn't recognize Yeshua either. It's usually like that. They're usually not flashy or easily detected. And now, it's like, goddamn, we done messed around and did some shit on somebody on a divine path, though. And somebody surrendered, though, and we didn't fuck with their kid. Oh, it's fencing to be hell to pay for us. Because sure enough, it's fencing to fucking go down. So, try, okay, to avoid if you can. I mean, you're an individual, you're going to do what you're going to do, but at least I've done my part. I can say, by the witness of the universe and my spirit guides, I can say, hey, I did my part. I shared my resonance and what I feel like they've given me about this type of stuff. It's recommended. Don't do it. Don't speak ill with no reason over people. I'm not saying that you don't have a right to defend yourself, and you certainly do. But I'm not speaking of it in that manner. I'm talking about you don't like somebody, you don't agree with something, you're different than them, they're different than you, or they don't want to be your friend. Like, do the best you can to not speak ill, whether it is word cursing their business, their children, their money, anything, because I promise, if they're a divine being and they're ascending and aligning, they're going to return it, and depend on them and their guides. It's going to be with a vengeance. They're coming with a vengeance for fucking with their life and their right to be left alone on their divine paths, their rights to create, their rights to be happy, their rights to not be interfered with by low vibratory individuals. Okay, so depending on that, these individuals may give this shit back in a vengeance to you. And you don't connect the dots. People start trying to make light of it. Oh, it's just life, because they don't want to deal with it. It's like, no, it ain't. This came to your house because it's what you spoke over someone else. It's what you decreed. It's what you wished for. It's what you've practiced over someone else. So it's here for you. Okay. So put the energy back to you and the healing, okay? And then set the intention to use any form of spell works or prayers or whatever you want to call it, directed to you to rewire your whole structure so that you are more healthy, so that you can ascend and co-create from there. And also in the name of defense, especially if you were silenced or vows of silence or people tried to control your voice. Because I'm here as a whistleblower. I was as a whistleblower before. I'm here again. But this time it's with a vengeance. This time, there is no martyrism going to go down. I'm not going to be martyred. I'm not going to be sacrificed for past life karmic lunatics. It's with a vengeance. Whistleblowing, 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 whistleblowing. Yep. The corruption, whistleblowing, whistleblowing. That's why I'm here. Empower myself, empower divine feminine, and whistleblow on corruption, especially in spirituality, religion, people who use these things violating the free will and the rights of others, violating people's energy, spiritual laws, universal laws, for gain. Secret societies, groups, this 3D shit. Yeah, I will not be the sacrifice, nor will my son, nor will my business. I've commanded that shit to go right back to every individual that was involved with that in a vengeance. I revoke by right my divine birthright. Nope, don't think so. I'm clearing the bloodlines for myself, the bloodlines for my son. We're not doing that. We're bringing healing from these lifetimes of families selling out their own family for gain. See, that's what this stuff is all about. Scapegoating, selling out one's own family for gain, for money, for survival, but wanting to look like an upstanding citizen. And that stuff has been hidden generation after generation. And they always have a scapegoat. But I will not be it, collective. And I recommend that you declare that for yourself as well. And if you're early in your journey and your ego is still kind of full throttle, just set some intentions. Get alone, get in nature, ask for help, but try to not get pulled into all these people that's telling you give them $50 and they'll do a spell to make this one love you and come back. You need to heal. Ask yourself, why do you feel like that's what you got to do, man? Why do you feel like that? And how about this? Are they even worth it? Because to me, it's like at the end of the day, well, fuck it. Are they even worth it? Fuck the spell part. Are they even worth it, man? Because obviously some shit done went down. So if they was all right for you and everything like that, you wouldn't have to constantly do that shit. If somebody don't want to heal and ascend and get in alignment, a proper vibration or whatever to be with you, then fuck them. If somebody hell bent on being toxic and fucked up and being with this one and that one and let it be, then fuck them. Then they not even worth your energy. So do you want to go and spend $50 on some shit for somebody that ain't even worth your energy? How about looking at it like that? They're not even worth your energy. Now you finna go spend $50 to get some fake love shit? Motherfucker. You'll always, listen to me, you'll always live with the thought, why are they here? Is it out of obligation and force? An illusion? Or do they actually want to be here? And see, that's the side effect of being a person that wants to just do spell work on motherfuckers. Because you never know what you're going to get. Right? All right, you guys. I'll be back. I send you guys love and light. Namaste.